You know action films? The hero rises up and there's the baddie holding Michelle Yeoh hostage, and hero bro gotta decide if he's gonna take the shot, but he doesn't. But the gun goes off anyways, and Yeoh frees herself, and then they tag team against baddie, and it's wild stuff as the 80s soundtrack builds with all the yahs, and Michelle Yeoh does this crazy ass wrestling move, but the villain dude no-sells his head gain spiked and tosses her like a goblin and breaks several ribs, but she doesn't. Instead, gets slammed on the sugar glass, but is fine, and the hero dude causes another concussion. Then Michelle is the moral compass of the movie and denies villain dude's death, but gets stabbed, but it's a flesh wound. But then hero dude breaks all the glass in the building, but baddie keeps fighting and surviving and shoots the hero, and he goes all like, but it's just a flesh wound. So Michelle stops the final blast and does this move to knock away the gun to the hero, who then kills the villain dude anyways. That's wrestling, is it not? All the suspense condensed in a short-form action scene that's nonsensical, yet cool. So who cares? That's wrestling in a nutshell. Michelle Yeoh? That's Mei Suruga fighting a bunch of men. Therefore, Mei Suruga supremacy. The epitome of an action hero, and her best bro Baliyan Akki as the underrated tag team. The best bros. The team of Mei Suruga. Mei Suruga. Oh, the big apple girl. The apple girl. The adorable, phenomenal talent who's one of the best in the world today. Mei Suruga. You're free to disagree with me, but you're also free to be wrong. Along with Baliyan Akki, the powerhouse strongman who moves with intensity, can zoom from 0 to 100 in a blink of an eye, and absolutely be willing to be the meme of a joke. He's an honest, hard-working man who loves to see others grow to be better wrestlers, who helped Choco Bro be what it is, and is highly loved by his Choco Mints. Highly loved. I was in the Choco chat when Mei and Akki were stranded in LA because of a bad booker, and all the Choco Mints helped them walk through LA to find their way and keep them company, while also financially supporting them to help recoup their losses. All the while, Akki maintained a chill, down-to-earth perspective, and Mei was... well, Mei was cute, but in the ring, this man is a beast. In the chocolate square, he found ways to be inventive in that tiny space and did some spectacular things, while also being the medium for the English-speaking audience to engage with this product, to not just translate the words, but to tell us the meaning behind them. The wrestler's philosophy, where even the most absurd, dumb elements of Chocobo matches can have meaning and emotional weight. He can give us incredible insight into Japanese culture. The other day, teaching the Choco chat how Japanese view humor, which is so insightful. He is highly important to all of Choco Pro, the ace for a reason. I don't know Akki in real life, but he seems like someone who is entirely grateful to even be wrestling, where hardships of even becoming a professional wrestler in India seem bleak, to being welcomed into a foreign country, to being like he always belonged here. Baliyan Akki is special, and when adding Mei Suruga into the equations, you have one of the best tag teams out there, the Best Bros. They 100% remind me of what the Flying Graysons in Gotham would be like as professional wrestlers if they didn't have that little fall from Grayson. Just Cirque du Soleil high-octane athletics, utilizing the strength of Akki, the nimble speed and tiny goblin anger, the big apple going grrr. Their matches are freaking fantastic spectacles of their Choco Pro creativity. They always enter in full Gundam mode. Mei would do athletic circus attacks that are visually cool, and they also go dirty dancing because you never put Mei in the corner like... Their tag team finisher is the Dolphin Press, a visually wondrous move of performative theater. It's cheerleader dance team showmanship with one of the funnest personalities in wrestling, and the hard-working, intense talent of Akki, who could play both the serious straight man to the antics of Mei and lean into the comedy without stepping too far outside himself. They've been teaming since 2018, but didn't score their first win until Choco Pro 18, when they defeated Yuen Mizumori and Fujita with a double-team pinning combination. They first won the Asia Dream Pacific Tag Team titles from Reset, Kaori Yoniyama and Emi Sakura in an excellent title match with lots of fire, lots of tag team moves that were so creative, utilizing both the environment and each other to pull off some incredible maneuvers. The veteran wrestlers showing their ability to counter, stay in control, and save themselves from near falls. The creative tag team offense of Best Bros, utilizing each other to deliver damage in such a best friend way. The sheer amount of near falls was phenomenal. A match that could have ended many times and kept going until it was clear that they were crafting a mythological epic between gods inside of a tiny room. And Kaori Yoniyama breaking the sound barrier. In the end, Akki and Mei would utilize the Dolphin Press to destroy Emi Sakura, and Mei would pin her. A significant moment as Mei beating Emi Sakura happens super rarely, making this moment a milestone moment in her career, one that would elevate her status and continue the career-long rivalry of Mei Suruga versus Emi Sakura, one that will come up multiple times. Akki, also brilliantly conveying the surprise and shock of the victory, diving to his best bro, waking her up from the reality of the situation, and shouting in pure glee. A wonderful moment of happiness between the best bros. Mei Suruga won her first ever championship in her career off the back of Emi Sakura. They will defend the titles 11 times over 422 days for the third longest reign.
Finally, in this dark time, I found her, and I found Choco Pro, and I found you guys, who made a wannabe wrestler from India something. You guys did that.
During their reign, they had a non-title match against Emi Sakura and Asuka, now called Vinny, with then AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida as the special guest referee. It was a holy Shida of a match. Of course it is. Every time I'm making a video on wrestlers to do a deep dive on them, if I see they had a match with Vinny, I try to seek it out, because Vinny always brings the best out of everyone. Even with the restrictions of the Ichigaya Chocolate Square, Vinny can still go out there and be her athletic self.
Such a feeling, such a feeling, such a feeling, killer feeling.
And look at Maybe May. Oh, TK is a fool for not signing Mei Suruga after the world's cutest promotion ever. This match and all matches in the Chocolate Square remind me of theater oh so much, because to tag out, they pretty much go off stage. And tag team matches work like a series of scenes, each trading off with each other to tell mini stories into the culmination of everyone at the climax. I personally love that. You had Vinny and Mei Suruga, a complement of styles between the smaller, aggressive gobliner of the two. Then it was Mei and Emi's scene, the destruction, the violence, and Mei being a little goblin back to lock in the apple mutilation. The final scene involved the whole cast, the athletic display, and using the environment to their optimal advantage. Akki takes care of Vinny, leaving once again Mei to face her mentor Emi. Their passions flaring up that much more. Mei screaming, the fire in this little red apple goblin girl versus the pure stubbornness of our queen. The action is back and forth until it gets so close that Emi Sakura gets angry at Hikaru Shida, and holy Shida, she took her out. How dare you? With Emi taken out with the Namaste press, they deliver a huge dolphin press, but Shida is still out because it's a rule. If you have a ref shirt on, your stats get nerfed to level 1. I don't make the rules of wrestling, folks. Citizen Shida is hurt. The final action is dramatic with many near falls and reversals. It's so close, but eventually Mei locks in the more extreme version of the apple mutilation called Lucifer. And Shida calls the match for Emi Sakura, but Emi never tapped out. Emi is livid. The Ichigaya screw job by Hikaru Shida. She even wins the Chocolate Square, and Mei is livid. Everyone is livid, and they're still singing the ending song. Oh no, it's chaos, my god, they're losing their mind in there. Oh, Shida broke Emi in half, my god. Oh, no, lose, innocent, damn it, she's innocent, the pencil was broken in half.
Kill Pencil Fester.
Regardless, this is a win for Mei Suruga, once again defeated her mentor in a tag team match. You think Emi ever forgot? The two women are locked in, no escape from the baddies. Don't matter, Michelle Yeoh has a white woman. She dodges everything like the global issues and attacks like pumpkin spice. She does a kneel thing before kneel, beats up all the men. I don't know how she does this. And then pole vaults up here and then leaps like a cat, drop kicks through the glass and kicks this guy's ass like ah! And then Michelle Yeoh kicks people through the glass, tosses this dude by his throat, nips up and somersaults over a dude, is literally all over the place, leaps like a cat and breaks through this glass without a single scratch. And they have a tag team match against the big heel and the big mustache bastard who keeps wanting to cheat. And then the white woman swings off the chandelier like she's Sia. And then the heel kicks her in the shin really hard, but it's fine because she pulls a Saki Kashima and the idiot falls for it, so he kicks the shit out of her and sends her flying, so she comes back with a scorpion kick to the goddamn face, and then the mustache dude decides to cheat and is like, oh, I'm the bad guy. And then Michelle kicks his fucking mustache ass and sends him outside the ring where he does a swanton bomb onto the glass and dies, and then there's a huge ass drop kick onto the other heel onto the steps, and you know what? Just watch it. Just watch the movie. they would have an epic emotional battle with Egg Tart, the combo of Shino Hagane and Chie Koshikawa, leading into an epic time limit draw on Choco Pro 160, where Chie would take Mei Suruga to her limit, a huge moral win on Chie's part. They would face again at Choco Pro 168 for the Asia Dream Tag Team Championships, a match I talked about in this Chie Koshikawa video that was epic and a terrific raw performance from Chie Koshikawa. Despite her best efforts, she couldn't defeat Mei Suruga, and the arc continues to this day, mirroring the rivalry Mei has with Emi Sakura. Despite such, Hagane would defeat Mei Suruga at Jenkin, and Chie would celebrate like she won herself. She was so happy for Hagane's win that it made her erupt. It's super wholesome, and Hagane would give Chie the chocolate square. And I want to cry again. The purity of Choco Pro in a single match. Wonderful. Day 422 as tag team champions, we have Best Bros versus the Calamari Drunken Kings, Chris Brooks and Masa Takanashi. These two teams are huge rivals over Choco Pro's existence, with Brooks being such a good bastard to annoy people like
Shut up, May.
And May is May. It starts up immediately with classic chaos and goblin screams. Keep them apart, keep them apart. May was extra goblin mode, extra feisty little meanie like. So Brooks just tosses her out. CDK doing what they do best, with Masa taking on Akki with his technical holds and aggressive attitude, Chris Brooks with his long Gumby legs and tall frame, but also his phenomenal ability to work someone as tiny as Mei Suruga and make Mei seem like Michelle Yeoh taking on the British punk mob boss in Brooksy. And because Brooks is so tall, he can put Mei's head to the ceiling. And then this classic little moment that could only happen to Mei Suruga. Oh no, she's dead! Oh my god! That's comedy. And then you get Chris Brooks stomping Mei Suruga right in the ass. Oh, poor Mei. She's applesauce. Best Bros Return Fire is awesome, using each other as weapons, but CDK can fight back like it's a martial arts scene, leading into a huge, intense chop battle between the ace and the tall man. And an awesome sequence you see anywhere in wrestling, but then spots you only get in Ichigaya like holy Shida, and oh, May lock it into Lucifer, she's gone full Devil Goblin mode. The match is saved, leading into the dramatic final sequence with everyone. The timing in this restricted space is way too impressive. CDK on double team offense has such a dramatic emergency to their final sequences, where things can end but also can turn at any second, where the moves you think will finish the job will not because the opponent has that much willpower. They work so well as a team, but so does Best Bros. With their double team pin combo, Bros be back, but Masa kicks out of it. That's huge. Best Bros pull out all their moves to try to put Masa away, but this god keeps kicking out. They must hit their dolphin press, but Masa grabs Mei to prevent Akki from lifting her, giving Brooks enough time to integrate Aki's head off, leaving Mei to deal with CDK, fighting her little goblin apple off, but Brooks is such a mean bastard. But the bros still fight on. The champion spirit hits an assisted ice driver. That's Emi Sakura's super special finishing move. One revered. They are breaking out every move, even lore moves. And this moment here, bros know they have it. They share a moment and power the fuck up. Masa's shit won't do anything. It's finally over. Dolphin press misses. Masa, that sneaky bastard, so clever, so smart and technical, and quickly, just like that, a surprise double team steals the victory away from the Best Bros in a flash. Akki had no idea what happened. The disbelief, the horror, even Chocobo chat was coping hard. 422 days, over in an instant, and Akki displays this perfectly. Mei Suruga, heartbroken over the loss, and this right here is just the absolute advantage of this pandemic era of Choco Pro. The pure theater of wrestling right here, the one angle with the room tone of Ichigaya, the slight passing of traffic, the tears of Mei Suruga. You have the calmness of Akki as he struggles to keep it all together and be a strong best friend to Mei Suruga to raise her spirits. But don't be sad, cause here's Chie. And just despite Best Bros, CDK would go on to hold the titles for a longer 457 days. That bad bastard Chris. Once Gatoh Move in-ring shows started picking up steam, they would hold the Gatoh Move Rival show in November 2023, where the Best Bros were the champions once again, having regained it from vacancy due to the unfortunate injury of Shin Suzuki. And their second defense is a major hurdle in Best Bros lore. Can they finally defeat their rival and defend their Asia Dream Pacific Tag Team titles against CDK? And this match was their Ichigaya match, but made accessible inside an actual ring for people who need a ring for their wrestling. Oh, like people didn't call movies shot digitally filmed either, Mr. Fancy Bougie Pants. Oh, Mr. Chris IMAX Nolan Cinema! Early portion here is why I harp on Mei Suruga as being one of the best in the world with their already technical subversion of Masa. It's just wonderful. But because they have a ring, they can circus all around and go high five, and they can go outside and be really chaotic, build bastard heat normally and with a crowd to respond to. Mei Suruga got to once again be a little goblin action star with excellent body control, beating some dude's ass with fire like she's Michelle Yeoh going. First, Jackie Chan gets tased and captured, but Michelle Yeoh doesn't even waste a single second before jumping in like, yeah! And then blocking these dudes, and beating this dude, and palm striking this dude, and this dude puts this girl through a table, and Yeoh does this blocking move to beat this dude's ass, and Jackie Chan just watching like this, and then takes all the credit, and shows off, but Michelle Yeoh does it better, like, even leaping onto a car, hell, even driving a motorcycle onto a train. While Jackie does this. With the power and intensity of Baliyan Akki as the male action hero, this was quintessential Best Bros with everything that makes them great on display with their terrific teamwork. Having a Mei in any match means Brooks can chokeslam a goblin into Akki, be cocky enough to challenge Tiny Mei to a chop battle and get bitten as a result, and then get into an action scene fight with a frenzied goblin. I love it because it's Mei fighting with all her power and wits, using her size and speed to her advantage to hurt Chris Brooks. What an action hero! Akki and Brooks continue to show why they are terrific opponents for one another. The massive chop battle between the two leading to some inspired faces on Baliyan Akki, showing some nuance in his mindset as he battles against Brooks, showing some raw strength to lift this lanky son of a bitch. And Mei will continuously enter like this scene in Royal Warriors, assisting Akki and always in the zone regardless if the camera is on her or not. Mei on fire with how she moves, the counters she makes. She's just so good. The smaller opponent in all situations, of course, but so is Rey Mysterio. Am I calling Mei Suruga Rey Mysterio? No, she's different. She's a badass action star in the body of an under 5-foot goblin girl whose fighting style is wrestling. I put her and Azumi in the same category. The finishing sequence had Masa counting the Bros be back into a double pin variation of the pin combo that won them the title previously, but both kick out, with the final scene including the entire cast. They exchanged their moves, including a CD Mei jump. They would use Mei and Aki's teamwork against each other for excellent near falls. CDK would destroy Mei and go to finish her off, but watch Mei be like... And the epic late match Dirty Dancing into the Namaste Press, into the Dolphin Press as both bros cover for the victory. Together, the Best Bros have finally defeated CDK and have defended their titles. Both the CDK matches are excellent examples of their performative abilities of the Best Bros for different reasons, with the limitations of close-set Ichigaya Square leading to an incredibly inspired performance, to the in-ring translation of the material with better, more experienced cast members to deliver a hell of a tag team match with a fitting conclusion. They would hold the Asia Dream Pacific Tag Team titles until they came face-to-face with Hayakin Thunders, Masa Takanashi and his OG tag team partner, Emi Sakura. The last match of this recap and possibly their best. A 30-minute epic as usual. Mei can't even be cute on purpose without mean Emi spoiling the party. But oh, Mei won't let her be cute either. Emi Sakura in this match was phenomenal, doing queenly shit, being such a bully, such a villain. This is a role she plays majestically, with Masa as the supporting anchor to handle her dirty work and grind Mei Suruga to the ground like coffee with his technique. And oh, not the biting Emi. Best Bros were at the top of their game though. Their dirty dancing on point, Mei's cuteness on point, their cute but chaotic goblin spin attack like, and Mei like. The Thunders do everything to build up the hot tag. The old ref didn't see a trick. The dirty tactics to keep May destroyed, torturing and humiliating her. But May cannot be trifled with, damn it. She has the fire to build maximum spiritual energy for the huge hot tag to power up as Akki takes care of business. But the bros take it a little too far. They start damaging Emi's poor knees, making her completely helpless, which makes Emi's return sequence with the Hurricane Rana that much more special, right into her own hot tag to Masa. It's kind of sick how the bros brought that upon themselves as Masa gets to show how much of a G he is. I find the way Masa organizes drama in his matches to be so this guy in Royal Royal's action scene in the beginning of this video. Constant building of drama and counters to subvert your expectation to how it will end with seemingly no end in sight. Them going and building, each character getting their major sequences in. And if you're familiar with all the parties, you've seen these spots numerous times in different scenarios. So seeing them put it all together in this way is like watching dance. It's like watching your favorite band do a medley of the hits. It's like a musical theater. It's your favorite film director doing all of his signatures. It's Sam Raimi just going full Sam Raimi. It's again a Hong Kong action film. The subversion mixed with the spectacle and the athleticism and the way they use the ring like an environmental object in a Jackie Chan film, with all that experience with the limitations of the Ichigaya Square, makes for phenomenal professional fucking wrestling, to where I cannot describe it any more than I'm telling you. This match refused to end numerous times, keeping me on the edge of my seat with the amount of suspense they were giving off. This moment of raw strength of Akki lifting May as she screams as loud as she can. And the Thunders countering like, there's way too much to gush about with this match. Everything that makes the best bros great was here. The final sequence had Emi hit the backbreaker, but May was too exhausted and collapsed, inadvertently saving herself from the lariat. She will return with a last burst of energy for another near fall, and yet an even better near fall right after. The suspense so thick as fog now, as Emi Sakura finally locks in her signature La Mistral Credo, and even the crowd reacts as soon as she's about to lock it in. They know, if Emi locks in this pinning combination, you are not kicking out. Emi Sakura has once again defeated Mai Suruga and has won the Asia Dream Pacific Tag Team titles for her and Masa. It's heartbreaking again for Mai Suruga, and yet one of many disappointing defeats to her mentor. But this is only part of the story, as Mai Suruga's entire career has been building toward the biggest match of her arc. At Korakuen Hall, Mai Suruga versus Emi Sakura for the Super Asia Championship. Can Mai Suruga finally complete her story? Underrated storyline in the world of Joshi right now. As for the best bros, they've done all they could in Gatoh Move and Choco Pro, and I'm ready to see them take on as many teams from around the world as possible, which they are doing. They are wrestling around the world because the best bros always knock it out of the park as a truly unique team. But I want the big matches. You want my dream pitch idea? Well, many share it too. Kenny Omega and Riho versus the best bros. Give it to me. Either way, the best bros are a captivating team who lean on each other's strengths to produce some of the more exciting tag team matches you'll see. The combo of the strong, wise, lion-spirited Baliyan Akki with the tiny, feisty, adorable goblet apple girl of Mai Suruga. What a team!
I found her, and I found Choco Pro, and I found you guys, who made I Wanna Be Wrestler from India something. You guys did that.
And thank you to all my Patreon sponsors for your support. We have one of the biggest fans of the best bros. We have Jeff in the Up Channel, Tees, Renee Valdez, Ace of Trace, Maddox, Justin Stein, Matthew Pilchuska, No Jeff Booter, Dan Work, Kev Mullen, MK, Raycon Shige, Party Money 520, Juggernaut Graphics. We have Aaron Zacarias, I Want, Victim to Justice League of America. We have Julia's Sunglasses Chihuahua. We have Paul Darn, Pickle Simon, Scott Research, _D, Little Chook Chook, Tony Davis, Jesse, The Outlaw, Dodge Morningstar, and probably the biggest supporter of Choco Pro that I've seen yet, Doggo Snake, and Impossible, Aldo, Luciano Alredo, Mindfully Ace as well. Thank y'all so much.